Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. I am Humaira Septia from class D with the student number H01233036. So in this video is the final assignment of the semantic and pragmatic course that given by Mr. Ridwan SPDI MPD, which in this video I will discuss about speech chat. It's not only understanding, but we will dig deeper what is speech chat. So what is speech chat? We have to know first that speech chat is an action performed by someone through entrances in the pragmatives. Speaking is not only about producing words, but also about performing actions such as requesting, commanding, promising, begging, greeting, refusing, and so on. So this concept was first introduced by G.L. Austin and later developed by John Shaw. And there are types of speech chats. There are three types. The first is a locutionary act. So this is the basic act of speaking, referring to what is said, the linguistic form itself. And the focus is the literal meaning of the sentence, which includes sentence structure and word choice. For example, we can see the example of the pair this under. There is example. There is a snake behind you. So in the locution, that's mean the giving information about the presence of a snake. It's different with the second types. It's called illocutionary act. This refers to the intention or purpose the speakers want to achieve through the utterance. We can see the focus is this is the core of a speech chat. An illusion describes the social function performed by the speech. For example, there's a snake behind you. In illocution, that means we have to warning. So what's the meaning of this sentence? It's not just to tell, not to tell there's snake behind you, but it's going to remind you. They give you a warning. Something's like remind there's a danger. That's for another example. The I promise I will come tomorrow. In locution, is not to tell someone that he going to come tomorrow. But it's the mean in locution that he's promising. And third types, there is a prolocutionary act. This refers to effects or impact the utterances has on the hearer, which is focused on the effect may be emotional, attitudinal, and behavioral. For example, there is a snake behind you. In pollutions, the hearer runs away in the fear or jumps. So it's like to tell, and there's action when we talk to them. So I use one example for the three types for make it more clear. What's the difference between the three types? Okay, and we next to the categories of speech as according to the John Searle. This classifies the illocutionary acts into 5 categories. The first is representative or assertive. There is speak acts that express something that speaker believes to be true. For examples, The sentence is the earth revolves around the sun. So that's a fact. People gonna to believe that. And the second example on the sentence is I believe he will come. Yeah. And the third is in my opinion this is the best decision. So I give an example. It's we get in daily life. It's familiar to us. And the second is directives. So we call directives. Directives is a speak at with the purpose of getting the hearer to do something. So for example, commanding, close the door. So there's to ask them to close the door. And the second is requesting, can you please give me some water? So this is like asking something, request. And the third is suggesting, you should study first, you should come first. Why do you can go first? Like this a give suggestion. So this is this speak as use there's action to do something. And the third is expensive. So this is the speak as the express the speaker's emotion or attitudes. For example, thank you, I'm sorry, congratulations, I'm glad to hear that. So this all expression that we use in daily life is a familiar and common expression. And this four is commissive. So the speech at is which is the speakers coming to do something in the future. For example, I promise I will come. So this to make it like promising something that we choose we're gonna to do in the future. And the second is I'll help you later. And the third is I'm ready to take the exam. This is a daily expression of the speech act. And there's what called declaratives. So declarative is speeches that change the status of state over something simply by being uttered. They usually require institutional authority. For example, judge, I sentence you to 5 years in prison. You are, and the second is referee, you are disqualified. And the third is official. From now on, you are husband and wife. So this declarative to tell something, this is like a more official in your life. So we can see on the definition, but the definition is change the status of the states over something that simply being uttered. And we move to the example analysis of the three main speech types. We focus on the sentence that please have a seat. So in location, in interaction with someone to sit. Yes, in location, this is just like a literal meaning. But in location, this has been we requesting on inviting someone to sit and directive act. But in perlusion, there's a different. The hearer sits down. With like a give instruction to there's acts to sit down. So we move to the why we have to know the speech chat. Why speech chat is important. So from what I explained, we can to see this the reason why speech chat is important is the matter because language is not only about saying words, but it's also about performing action through those words. Understanding speech chat help us to interpret the speaker's intention and the impact of inference creators. The first is pragmatic and linguistic. This means understanding meaning in the context. In pragmatics, the meaning of utterances is not always the same as the literal wording. The speech chat helps explain how context influence a meaning. Like an example I give, that someone says, it's cold here. So in location, that means stating that the place is cold. This is like a literal what's the state meaning. But in location, that means this have the meaning that we asking someone to close the window. Yes, it's like the indirect meaning. Yeah, without understanding speech chat, listeners may misunderstanding what the speaker really wants. That's the important point. And the second is cross-cultural communication, where some ads are culturally sensitive. That different cultures have different norms for requesting, refusing, apologizing, and criticizing. This speech chat help us understanding that certain action like a declining or giving feedback can be interpreted by differently across cultures. So example, I give a lot of example we can make it simple for understanding. Is in some cultures, directly saying no, I don't want it is considered rude. Yes, we know it's rude for saying no, I don't want it with the tone it's high. But in others, it's seen as honest and acceptable. And yeah, the understanding speech chat helps prevent miscommunication and fosters motors intercultural interaction. And this third is a foreign language learning, which is using language appropriately. Language learners may know grammar but know how to use language appropriately in a real situation. The speech chat teach learners how to express intention politely and naturally. For example, a learner might say, "Give me your book," to direct. When the appropriate form is, could you please let me your book? So it's more sounds like it's polite and natural. Then to direct and sounds like a rude, and yeah, it's more informal. Mastering speech chat improves pragmatic competence in real life communication skills. And we move to the discourse analysis. This interpreting the speaker's intention. In discourse analysis, speech chat are used to identify the speaker's communication purpose in conversations or texts. For example, in conversation, A said, "Do you have a pen?" and B said, "Yes." Pragmatically, A is not merely asking a yes or no question. A is requesting a pen. This is direct, we know. And speech chat help to reveal implicit meaning and the intention behind utterances. This is explanation. So this is clear enough that we know what's all the types, the definition. This is quite enough, and why the speech chat is really important by the five divides that. And next we move to the conclusion. So the conclusion is, a speech chat is a key concept in a pragmatist that explain how speaking is not merely producing words but also performing action. Through language, this idea was first introduced by G.L. Austin and later expanded by John Searle. There are three main types of speech chats: we call it like locutionary ads. This means the literal utterance, and illocutionary ads, the speaker's intention, and perlocutionary ads, the effect on the hearer. So Shuttle further classifies illocutionary ads into the 5 categories, which is representative, directives, and expressive, commissives, and declaratives, each serving as a different communication purpose. Through the example such as please have a seat, we can see that single utterances can contain a literal meaning and social intentional and a specific effect on the listener. So speeches are important because they help us understand the meaning in the context, support effective cross-cultural communication, improve foreign language learning, and aid in interpreting the speaker's intention in the discourse. So in the overall, understanding speeches allow a communication to become more effective, appropriate, and social meaningful. So I think that's all that I present about a speech ad. What is speech ad? What's the type, and why it's important? It's clear enough to we can understand it simply with the example I give in daily life. So I think that's all from me. Less and more forgiven. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.